Hey guys, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back to another Sunday live stream. These are the shows where basically they're your show. You guys talk about whatever you want to talk about in the comments, and we'll discuss them here. Thanks everybody for tuning in that did join me last night to unbox this guy right here. I just finished filming the review. I have it uploading right now as we speak. And so I'm excited to get that review out to you later this week. But again, I want to thank everybody that tuned in for that. That was a lot of fun. So anyway, I want to welcome everybody to the show. Again, this is your show, and welcome to it. Have a great Sunday, Chris and everyone. I'm going fishing. Well, that's great. I know a lot of people are probably watching football right now. Ronaldo, hi, Chris. I hope you are feeling better. I am. By the way, are you selling some of your garage shelves and lighting for them since you have the new bat bunker with custom shelves? So yes, I did bring all of those shelves back. The great thing about Sam's Club, if you have your receipt, they'll take anything back. And so I just had all of the shelves returned. We did keep a couple and used them in our upstairs garage that I had already opened. But all the other ones we took back to Sam's. So yeah. What's up, everyone? Optimus 1977. Thanks for being here. We got Den in the house. Good evening, or good. It's usually evening. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you again. Thanks to all the members for being here today. Daniel Creek. Evening, everybody. Just enjoyed dinner with an episode of Batman the Animated Series. Life is good. That's awesome. I was originally going to have a review. It might still go up today, or it might go up tomorrow, just depending. But I have that Batman the Animated Series 1/10 scale from Iron Studios. So stay tuned for that. What's up, Chris? I hit the like button and I hope you're feeling well. Thank you very much. Again, I really appreciate the like button. That really helps me out tremendously. And just thank you for always being on these shows. Thank you very much. Cobra Edits 0. Hi, Chris, watching from Seoul, South Korea. That's awesome. Hope everything's going well over there. Just watching another Brotherhood member said, what's up, Bat Peeps? So hope you're, again, hope everybody's having a great Sunday. I wanted to go live a little bit earlier today because to give a chance for some of our international viewers to be able to come on and watch and participate. So hopefully it's a little bit better time for some of you. Haggis Muncher, hello from Scotland. There's, again, an international crowd today. Luxembourg, that's awesome. Unger Eric in the house. I love to see our international crowd. Georgia, Chris, amazing statue, and I hope you and your family best get well. Thank you very much. Basically, I'm 1 week from my first symptoms. If you weren't watching last night, I did have COVID, and so I'm recovering from that, but I'm feeling much better today. My throat feels a lot better today, especially. I still rocking my Ricola, so I'll be sucking on that. Aspen CR7 says, good evening, Bat family. That Fabok Batman is really stunning. What a statue, and hoping you win against COVID. So far winning. So hopefully we'll continue to be that way. And hopefully I don't have any long-term stuff. Yeah, this thing right here, this Fabok Batman is really tremendous. There's some pros and cons to it. And I talk about that in my review. So again, stay tuned. That review will be up in the next day or so. But it's a beautiful statue. It's a lot of base, so you have to be prepared for that. But it's an awesome statue. Alex Stave says, how's your day going, Chris? I hope you're feeling better. Doing good. Like I said, I filmed this review. I also filmed a car side chat video with a question a viewer sent in. So I've been doing that today. Just went and grabbed some lunch, and the rest of the day I'm probably going to do maybe some floorboard trim in the bunker. I'm going to try to get some of that maybe started, and we'll see how it goes. Bat Beast in the house. What's up, Chris? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you always. Matthew. Hi, Chris. Just was watching the Batman Triumphant unboxing earlier today as I couldn't catch the live. They're usually at 2 a.m. for Malta. Hope you are feeling better. I am, Matthew. Thank you very much. And thanks for watching the replay. Again, that's why I wanted to go live at this kind of a weird time, because it's just that way maybe some of you they're sleeping normally in the middle of the night, and God bless. I have a lot of my audience that wakes up in the middle of the night to watch. So thank you for watching the replay. Just came back from the beach. Nice weather today. Where are you at, John? Peter LeChant says, let's go. I like it. Thanks, Peter. I slept in till 2 p.m. today. Wow, that's impressive. It's only 1 p.m. here, so Humble Collector Reviews. Hi, Chris from the UK. What size new Bat Bunker compared to your room are you in now? Can't wait to see the statues in the Bat Bunker. So I don't know what the dimensions of this room is. I don't know if I've ever measured, but the Bat Bunker space is basically 20 or 21 inches by 30. Sorry, not inches. Okay, let me try that again. 20 to 21 feet by 30 feet. So much bigger space. Much bigger space. Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take a phone call. So yeah, 21 feet by 30 approximately. Hello from Germany, Evolution Studios. Thank you for being here. Alfonso Fine Art, Bear Down from Chicago. Feeling better and looking forward to the animated piece review. Yeah, it's a really neat piece, and it's I think they have three pieces right now with Harley and Joker, so they make up a really nice lineup. Always have to have Batman over my shoulder. There's always a lot of Batmans over my shoulder. It's boiling hot in the UK today, at least for us Brits anyway. It's been more mild here, like in the upper 80s. So it's been a nice relief, but hopefully you'll get some of that soon. I just got out of church and found this nice surprise. How are you feeling, and how's your son doing? Son's doing better. The antibiotics helped his reaction, so that was good. And for me, I'm feeling better each and every day. So I'm getting there. I'm still tired. I'm still a bit exhausted, but I'm doing okay. Prime 1023. What's up, Chris? Any idea when you're getting Prime 1 Joker? I'm still on the fence with that base. So I haven't received the shipping from them. I ordered that one from Sideshow, so I expect it to be months from now. But you're referring to the Joker Say Cheese, which I think is a really great piece. I'm really excited to own it. Lane Kramer in the house. Hey there, Chris. I love that Batman. You sound better today than you did last night. Again, my throat is a lot less scratchy, so I feel better in general today. So again, thanks everybody for your kind words. Unlimited Power. Yo, Chris, what's up? Unlimited Power. We got Fatal in the house. How's it going, Fatal? Daniel Creek, I concur. The humidity is killing me, especially at night. Yeah, humidity is awful. Lane says, I canceled my Vampirilla Prime 1. Had on pre-order for a year, but I got something else that is going to go in that space. I was thinking for her. What did you get, Lane? I'm curious. It's a tough piece to cancel. Everybody's saying hello to Fatal. Cobra Edit 0. Hey, Chris, random question. But thoughts on The Dark Knight Rises? Unpopular opinion, but I always liked it more than The Dark Knight. I still like The Dark Knight better, but I think The Dark Knight Rises is very, very good. There are maybe some things that could have been done differently. I do like the ending. I think it was done well. I don't know. I would have liked to have seen what they were originally going to do with the Joker. I know they changed it up. I know that scene with Cillian Murphy, where he is the judge, and I think that was originally supposed to be Heath Ledger there. It just would have been interesting to see what could have happened. But I still think it's a very good film. I also really like Begins. I think they're all very, very good, but all very different films in the same world. But I think Rises is fantastic. Good to see you've gotten better, Chris. I have a gift to send you for the new. Oh, that's really nice of you. You don't have to do that, but thank you. What's happening with XM? No Sean Murphy, Joker, Batman Who Laughs, Robin, etc. I don't know. It seems like they've been kind of slow to get things out with not a lot of communication. I think that would be helpful if they would just come out and say, hey, here's what we're dealing with, worldwide events or, factories, whatever. But I don't know. It makes me a little bit nervous too, because I haven't seen a lot being shipped. But I'm sure that they will come out eventually. Salad Snick in the house. Yo, thank you for being here. Sending prayers to Morocco. Yeah, I haven't really heard much about Morocco. I did see that they had an earthquake. I think I saw it on TikTok of all places. But I haven't seen like if there's a tremendous amount of devastation or things. So, again, my thoughts and prayers are with them in dealing with that craziness. Glad you're online now. The Steelers game is not going well. See, that's why I went live. I've got no Chiefs game to watch. So sorry to hear about your Steelers. Any news about Queen Studios? We know that they are recently slowing down their releases, but now we barely hear about them. Again, same thing with XM. Like I feel like a lot of the companies are really either slowing down or I don't know. It's just kind of I don't know. I just recently filmed a video about kind of the state of collecting and my thoughts on it. That'll also be coming out here on the channel too. So I don't want to get too much into that, but I'm a bit worried about some of that stuff. It's just the communication's been a little odd. Mr. Collector 123 says, hello, everyone. Smash that like button. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Again, thanks for being here, guys. Hey, Chris, have you thought about getting the bat suit V743 statue? So is that the Arkham City suit? No, I think it's cool, but I'm really happy with my Arkham Knight. Still rocking right over there. I still love it. It's my first Prime One Piece. Well, that one isn't. I sold the original, but I still think it's awesome. Chris, does Prime One mention anything new about their 1/4 going forward or their 1/3 going forward? All I've heard from them basically is that they are going to be still producing 1/3, but I think that they're just going to do a lot less, especially a lot less DC. Alex Dave, hey Chris, what did you use to cover your garage shelves? So what I did is I like these shelves over here. I used a adhesive vinyl. I got it on Amazon. They're shiny. It's like a high gloss, and basically just peel off the back and I stuck it to the MDF board that came with my shelves, and gave it kind of a nice polished look. Would you be interested in the Tweeterhead Elvira they are going to reveal soon? So I have seen Elvira, and oh my God, she is incredible. She is very, very incredible. It's not something I think I would probably add to my collection. I would love, hopefully Chad will give me the opportunity to review her for you guys, because she is gorgeous and the likeness is insane how good it is, at least from what I've seen so far. But I think a lot of you are going to be really impressed if you're an Elvira fan. Hey, Chris, glad you are better. Chilling on Sunday. Just got back from church. That's awesome. I'm glad that so many people are enjoying their afternoon, enjoying some time for worship. Fun fact, Tom Hardy is from my London borough. That's awesome. That's really cool. I love Tom Hardy. He's awesome. So glad you are doing and sounding better. Great unboxing video. Great looking Batman. Thank you very much, Jack. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad to be feeling better, a little bit better each and every day. You should have seen me on Wednesday. It was ugly, but today doing better. And yeah, I'm just glad to be talking with you fine folks today. I did not. My son really wanted to go see it, but then we heard there was quite a bit of sex in it, so we kind of shied away from going to that. But it just looks fantastic. I love Nolan, so I definitely want to see it. Hey, Chris, will you be going to New York Comic Con? My friend would love to take a picture and meet you. Big fan, bro. Thanks, Chris. So I have a 4-day pro pass. As I mentioned last night, we've had some things here on the house that have been some issues. And so we're not sure budget-wise if it'll fly to go to New York. I'm just playing it by ear. There's a chance that I'm going to go. I'm just going to right now. I'm going to leave it at 50-50 because I just don't know where I'm at. But I do have a badge, so I can get in. If it works out, I will be there. I'm hoping. Hey, Chris, glad you're better. Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Hey, Paula, thanks for being here again, my friend. Always nice to have Paula here. I'm going to get the 1/3 scale Morgan from Darkstalkers fighting game. You're the PCS. I'm going to get the platinum one. I have a bigger connection to character, and as well as it's going to cost 500 less than the vamp. Okay, that's a great. I think that's a great switch. That's a really fantastic piece. I was really impressed with how she looks, and I think you're going to love her. You're the second person that said the Steelers were sucking today. Is there a problem with statues and heat in your collection as you live in a hot area? My bat bunker is in a basement, and so it can get a little warm at times, but it's not too bad. The winters are really cold in there. I am phase 2 of my bunker project will be probably a DIY split, and I just got to figure out how that would work. But I'm hoping to do that, so that's why it's a little bit more temperature controlled. But if you live in a like super hot environment or a super humid environment, I would be real worried about some of my statues, or especially silicone. With more space, do you think you'll collect different lines or characters? Probably not. I'll probably just collect what I love here. Batman. Absolutely, Mitchell. Man, Ahsoka, I have not watched yet. Any news from the Prime 1/3 Steppenwolf? That piece looks fantastic. Did it ever go up for pre-order? I can't remember if it did. I feel like it did, but I haven't heard much from it. Hey Chris, I know someone in chat mentioned that they had got final charge notice. I think it was for the Poison Ivy. Yeah, I saw that last night. The Poison Ivy Hush Skin variant. Have you had any chance to follow up with any else on theirs? So Lane, that was that person last night. I don't remember who said it. That was the only person I've heard. I have not seen. There's always like a couple people in the community that get theirs first. Like they have some sort of relationship with Prime One, and so they get it very early. And so that gives us kind of a telltale sign of when it is going to be done in the factory. However, I've heard nothing. I would imagine she will ship by the end of the year, but I have not heard one way or the other. I'm sorry. What would be the one statue line you would love, but hope they never produce because of the cost? Mine would be Batman 66. There would be 20 characters. Yes. I don't know. I think like an Alex Ross line would be really cool. Some companies are doing that, so that's exciting. I think Batman the Animated Series, something like what Gentle Giant did, or not Gentle Giant. Yeah, is that who did the minibus? Diamond Select. Sorry, Diamond Select. I wish they would do like the full figures. I think that would be really cool to collect a line like that from the animated series. They'd just be real simple designs, but I think they would be really fun. Again, kind of like what Iron Studios has started to do. But I would like them. I would like them quarter scale. I just seen my first 1/4 and 1/3 scale statues in person yesterday. I've never realized how big they are. Definitely a lot bigger in person. Wait until you see this thing beside yourself. I mean, it's crazy. In my review, I stand right by it, and so it's crazy. You can see how big it is next to me. It's nuts. But yeah, once you start seeing these things in person, it really changes your mind. Best Joker here. I like that, Fred. When do you think we'll see more on the Legendary Beast Joker? I have all the options, and I love all the options. And if their Capullo head is great, might be buying that statue as my first Joker. So obviously Superman is going to be out of the gate first, and then I think Wonder Woman and Batman, or maybe a swap, maybe Batman then Wonder Woman. I'm not sure. But I think that after Batman, you'll probably see Joker. I don't know for sure. They've been a little slow to roll it out to get it up for the pre-order, but I think they're wanting to make sure. I think Jay is wanting to make sure it's everything is right about it, like it's ready to go, and he's happy with it. So I would imagine Joker would probably go up maybe early next year. Again, don't quote me on that. Hey, do you think Kevin is the greatest voice of Batman? Without question. So glad I had the opportunity to meet Kevin Conroy. I wanted to meet him one more time. And get another photo with him. But yeah, he is the Batman, Arkham animated. He is just phenomenal. And him and Mark Hamill I feel like are some of the greatest duos in all of media. You know, they're just the way they played off each other, the way they were able to create such iconic stories with these incredible voices. But yeah, Kevin Conroy is phenomenal. Isn't it sad money gets in the way of fun? Yes, it is indeed, Paula. It is indeed. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Fred. Thank you. Any update from Prime One on your Joker versus Batman diorama? Man, that thing is just, there's like been nothing. I feel like it was supposed to be out quite a long time ago. I'm gonna go to the Prime One Studio website real quick and just see if I can pull it up. Type in Batman versus and nothing comes up. Let me try to find it here. All right. So it says July of 2023 to October of 2023. So we still got some time. But yeah, edition size on the bonus was 250 and the regular is 100. So 350 total of these made. So I would imagine it should be out soon, hopefully. Any news on the next Tweeterhead DC statue? So they've obviously teased Catwoman. Catwoman will be the next one that we see. I've been talking with Chad. I know that they're getting final approval for her, and I believe it's gone really well with DC and Warner Brothers. So fingers crossed we'll be able to get the go ahead on her real soon. And she's going to be a really great companion for that Batman piece. Edition size of Prime One, Batman Returns Catwoman at 480 for the bonus. Honestly, I thought it would be more. Again, it really just goes to show you the state of statue collecting right now. Whereas that in the past 5, 6, 7 years ago, that would have been a much different number. But people are just not willing to spend the money. They're not willing to pay the shipping cost, and so people have finally spoken with their wallets. This of course is hurting the statue companies, and so statue companies are having to pivot a bit about how they're doing business. And so yes, it is shocking, but at the same time I'm not shocked at all. It was me. Oh, you're the one that said so. Where are you at? Are you in China? I'm assuming you're in China, so that you're going to get yours first. Hey, Chris, not sure if you mentioned this before, but did you have any issues with shipping from Prime One, something like Eric did, or having to register? No. I feel like what the problem is new policy from the government that has just gone into effect, I believe. And it's, from what I hear, is if you get the faster shipping. If you get the standard shipping is what I'm talking about. The economy, when you get the slower shipping, that is when you don't have to do anything at all. You don't have to pay the import fees. You don't have to do any of that. So I think as long as you do the slower shipping, you're okay. You mentioned yesterday that you may be canceling orders through Prime One and go with Sideshow. Would you lose your deposits? I am in a similar boat. So basically, yes. I would lose my deposit. So one thing you have to weigh out, I can't stress this enough, guys. Depending on who you're ordering from, you need to do the math and you need to do the research, because Prime One does not charge tax. Okay. Sideshow does. So you have to look at what is going to be the cheapest for you. I had to pay $530 or whatever for this statue, for 2 boxes. I would assume it would be cheaper from Sideshow. There for a while it wasn't. And so that's why I was going directly through Prime One, because I'm like, well, I'd just rather get it quicker from Prime One if it's going to be the same cost. But I think right now Prime One's cost of shipping has exceeded Sideshow's. So I'm just going to have to weigh it out, but I probably would lose deposits. Yes. Someone in the community from UK received the Miller Soups versus Batman diorama, paid $900 Great Britain price for import tax. These costs are ruining the hobby. I mean, I can't agree. I could not agree with you more. That's why everybody's leaving. people cannot deal with that. They're not going to put up with it. They're not going to pay for that. The shipping's already nuts. And if you have to pay an import tax and become your own importer, like Eric had to do, like that it just takes all the fun out of the hobby, and it's just not worth it. So it's just, I hate hearing stories like that. I have Prime 1 Harley Who Laughs in my Comic Concepts checkout. The one thing holding me back from pre-order is that Joker Legendary Beast Studios with the Harley attachment. I think I want that piece, but LOL, what if it's not made? There is some controversy with that. The Joker and the Harley combo, that it was taken off of some Sideshow art. And so I can't imagine that one going forward as what we've seen teased. I think maybe he'll tweak it a bit. So I don't know. That's a tough one because I don't know. Like I said, I don't think we'll see the Joker pre-order before the new year. I'm a bit ahead of myself here, but the Batman versus Joker diorama is going to look crazy in the new Bat Bunker. Is it a potential centerpiece? Absolutely. I'm still, again, phase 2 is going to be my center of my room, and the air conditioning situation. I'm not in a giant hurry to do the center yet. I'm going to have a lot of room for a long time. So the center will come, but that's a piece that absolutely could be in the center with it, right in the middle of the room with the wings spread out. Like I think it would be, or the cape, not the wings, but you know what I'm saying? I think it would be incredible. I think it absolutely could be. Alex says, yeah, after seeing statues in person for the first time, I don't think I'll have the space for them, especially the Predator pieces, unless I sell off my taxidermy collection. Well, so that's the thing is, collect what you love. And sometimes in that collecting what you love, you have to make sacrifices. So just be prepared. If it's something that you love, be willing to part with some other things. Constantine 1/3 canceling seems strange. I do believe there should be enough collectors for it to justify a low 150 ES release. He would look great next to their Zatanna. So yes, again, if you haven't heard, they did cancel their 1/3. I think the reason why is because it didn't come with the wings. Obviously, they were trying to I think they were trying to throw that out as a bone to collectors, because I think it was originally going to be a 1/3, and then they pivoted and changed it to 1/4. And the 1/4 just blows the 1/3 out of the water because of there's so much more detail. And so I think that's why it was canceled, because I don't think they probably had enough orders to justify it. But I think that they probably feel too that they would not have sold as many with the exorbitant price of the grave and the wings. That just would have made the piece skyrocket in price. It's already high enough. And so I guess I can say I'm not completely shocked about that one. It does suck, because I know a lot of people were looking forward to it. But at the end of the day, not too much is surprising me right now with the way things are going. Hey, Chris, what pieces have you got coming in next? Finally have Azrael and Punchline DLX arriving next week. Congratulations on those, John. So my next piece will be Penguin. That will be hopefully in the next few weeks, I'm hoping. I don't think, maybe that Joker Say Cheese might be coming soon. Let me check my Sideshow pre-orders. I don't have a ton on order with Prime or with Sideshow right now. Let me just go into my orders real quick. So my Sideshow orders, I've got Deathstroke, Poison Ivy, Penguin, the other Poison Ivy, and gosh, is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and the Joker Say Cheese. So yeah, Joker Say Cheese will probably be the one that's closest. I'm trying to see what time that original. Oh yeah, so the expected shipping on the Poison Ivy from Sideshow is August to January. Penguin December to March. Other Ivy October to January, and Deathstroke April to July. So more than likely that first Ivy, that was that really limited run. What was the ES on her again? Let me go in and click on that, see if it says. Yeah, 250 on her. So that's those are probably the next pieces. I remember Hamill played a character called Skeleton King in Super Hyperforce Monkey Team Go. I have no idea what that is. It was his Joker voice if he was like a scary zombie. One of the creepiest voices I hear in animation. The great thing about it is Tim Curry was originally going to be the voice of the Joker, but they felt like he was too scary. So I love that when people say that Mark Hamill's too scary. Yeah, absolutely. I love Mark Hamill. My dream person to meet is Mark Hamill, and it's not because of Luke Skywalker. I think Hamill does the best Joker voice, but I like Heath Ledger's Joker the best. Prime One's pivot is strange though because they get less orders, so then they raise the prices of their DC pieces and shipping, and then less people still order. So I think where we're at right now, to be honest, is the exclusive club. I mean, that's where we're at. A lot of companies do this. Disney does this. They price out a lot of people, and then they focus on their high spenders. Okay, and so they raise the prices, they raise the shipping costs because they know those high spenders will spend. The problem is they are also then punishing their best customers or their most frequent customers, and they're alienating all the other customers. So to me, I would want, if I was a company, I would want to keep my costs for the consumer as low as possible to continue to string them along. You want to keep a good, loyal fan base. And if you continue to price people out, that creates bad will. It creates sour taste in our mouths. We look elsewhere instead of going to the products we would normally go to. And I also feel like it starts to alienate your strongest customers. It's just a bad situation right now. People are pivoting, but it's not always the popular pivot. Matt, speaking the truth, love this hobby, but due to new finances on my end, buying a house by myself, congratulations, by the way, and prices for statues going up, I may have to walk away from the hobby. Will things change? It's actually funny you said that because I just filmed a video today about that very topic, about the future, looking into the future and, what it'll be like then. And we always hope that things will change. We always hope that things will get better. And I always try to be an optimist about that sort of thing. But we just don't know. If prices continue to go up, again, it's going to continue to push people out. Daniel says, living in the UK, we only get the option of standard shipping from Prime One. I wonder if we will have become importers too. I hope not, Daniel. Again, it's a shocking thing. I'm hoping it just applies to the United States right now and doesn't affect anybody else. The Dark Knight looks like he's just about ready to attack you back there. Yep, he's actually just protecting me. Ra's al Ghul is right across the screen from me, so he's just watching him. What's your thoughts about Prime One? Actually, we just talked about that, Eric. It sucks. I think it's crazy how many people are unloading their statues. So many people getting out sad. There's never been a better time to buy because there are. I mean, if you look at the buy, sell, trade pages, there's a million statues on sale right now. Yeah, people are getting out left and right, and it is sad. Hopefully, people won't regret it. I do kind of recommend people stick it out for a little bit longer. Again, I'm going to try to be as optimistic as possible. That's why I just switched to Todd entirely. Sure, the little bit longer wait sucks, but there's no tax and free shipping. So yeah, there's a lot of retailers they'll really hook you up with good shipping costs. Does anyone have a picture of that Joker from Legendary Beast Studios? How have I not seen the statue? Paul, I think you have. You've been on shows where we've talked about it. So he's got the hat down, the fedora down. He's got he's holding his hands on the cane. I'm sure you've seen it. I believe that manufacturers have to look into loopholes around shipping and import fees. That's kind of what it's sounding like, John. And I honestly think some companies are padding the shipping to offset costs And that sucks. I know you've probably been asked 100 times, but what's your first Batman memory? My first Batman memory was, at least in my opinion, was Scooby-Doo. I've talked about that on the show, just being able to watch Scooby-Doo. I loved that show as a kid. And then Batman and Robin and Joker and Penguin would guest star every once in a while. And that was where I got hooked. I got hooked on the Joker and Penguin. I remember when I was a kid, I had a Batman puzzle. I had the Batman Mego figures, the dolls, and I don't know. I've always loved them. I just always have loved those characters. Indeed, I decided to retire from statue collecting this past week. It just isn't fun anymore. Definitely love and appreciate the Grail pieces I've acquired, but will not be buying going forward. And I think that really goes back to, appreciating what you have. It's always exciting to be able to see what's coming. And it's also, this is a really easy hobby to like sit back and still be a part of the community without collecting. I'll give you an example of Jeff Morris. Okay. Jeff Morris, if you're familiar with him on Rogues Gallery, it's been a minute since he's bought a statue. He's got a great collection. He's got really great pieces. He did just recently buy the half scale Captain America, which looks great, but he doesn't buy much. But he's still part of the community. He still can appreciate what other people are having. He can still be part of the conversation. And so can you. Just because you get out doesn't mean that you have to leave the hobby. You can still be a part of it. The collecting part, you might not have to do, or maybe you'll take a break from it and come back to it. But I really do think that you can still be part of this hobby without leaving it. Hi, Kenneth. Canceling quarantine kind of sucks if you were building a Justice League Dark line, since I agree. Especially because like when you pre-order it and you plan, like you're excited, you have a vision of where you're going to put it. But it sucks. We can complain. It won't matter. They won't do it. Example is Arkham City Poison Ivy. People kept saying, and they came back earlier this year and said it wasn't a pre-order problem. It wasn't a ES problem. It was a factory problem. Well, then freaking pick a different factory and still make it. We still want it. I still want that Arkham City Poison Ivy, but it doesn't matter. Hyperforce Monkey Teen, that cartoon brings back memories. I say I've not heard of that one. I want to give a shout out to Aspen CR7. Very happy to be part of this community. Has been a member for 6 months. I can't thank you guys enough for your support. All of the members here are absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for helping the channel out. It really does help tremendously. So thank you guys. Speaking of helping the channel out, $10 super chat from Jack Halsey. Little something for more lozenges. Thank you. Or help with New York Comic Con. Is there any artist version of Batman you would like to see a studio do? Neil Adams. Man, it would be nice to see all of those artists represented. And Jack, thank you so much for the super chat. Again, super chats go right now. They go right into the Bat Bunker project. And so I can't thank you guys enough for the super chats. I had a couple of them last night as well. So again, Jack, thank you very much. It really does help tremendously. Just thank you very much for your support. I would love to see any, like Alex Ross, Neil Adams. I would love to see Mark Silvestri Joker. Like I would love to see every artist out there represented, like the popular DC artists. I mean, we've got Fabok, we've got Lee Bermejo, we've got Jim Lee represented. I would love to see Love. Oh, we got Sean Murphy. I would love to see more artists involved, and we see it more from Prime One. And I really love, that's one thing I love about them, is that we got Tony Daniel represented. David Finch. I'm sorry, I'm just going through my thought process here. I love it. I absolutely love that. And so I'm hoping, definitely, again, going back to your question, I would love to see a Neil Adams. Again, I would love to see Capullo. I would love to see more Capullo stuff. I think Capullo would be probably on the top of my list, but it would be cool to see Perez and Aparo. It would be awesome. Again, thank you, Jack, for the super chat. Thank you. That really helps. Hobby is losing more and more people. The 2021 was definitely the high point. I don't know if it was a high point, but it definitely has started to slide since. It's just, it's just unfortunate. Yes. Well, I don't know how much deeper, but they've teased the 1/3 scale Catwoman. So at least she'll be coming. I don't know if they'll go anywhere beyond her. I just got, that's a great piece. That Doom piece from Prime One. Didn't have any problems getting it delivered. That's awesome. Mitchell, I don't know if you would have any interest in reviewing some of your pieces here on the channel. But that would be one I would love to share if you would be interested. All I usually ask is you film horizontally and make it like 4 minutes or longer. And I can do commentary over it. You could, but if you're interested, hit me up at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. We'd love to feature some of those pieces. Eric B in the house, recovering from a great con, including getting to meet Mr. David Finch yesterday. Eric, congratulations, man! That turned out so great, and I'm so happy he shared that on his social media. I'm very jealous of your. I almost bought the little Batman head sketch from you, and now that they added the Joker, I'm even more jealous because I would really like to have a Joker from him. So, congratulations! It's looking awesome. And thank you for the like button, a comment as well. Thank you, my friend. And we'll see Eric on Rogues this Wednesday. Other than Batman, who do you think is the best DC superhero? I don't think anybody's ever asked me that. Man, you got me stumbled here. I'm looking for references, but like I don't have anybody but Batman in here. I don't know. It's probably cliche, but probably Superman. Maybe Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's cool. I don't know. Probably Superman. I don't know. I know it's cheesy. I'm down to only 1 or 2 pieces a year now. I'm hanging in there though, as I want to see the direction Legendary Beast goes with their DC stuff. I think that Legendary Beast, if done well, and if kept at a decent price point, I think that they stand a real good chance to kind of reboost this hobby. Because I think that they're going to be doing some really cool stuff and doing some characters that have not been done. So that's definitely has my interest. Waited for points to mature. Got the new Sideshow Poison Ivy for 400. That's great. I'm trying to think if I think I got my recent Poison Ivy. I think I got her for free with all my points. I probably had to pay the deposit, but wow, that's awesome when you can pay for points like that. Board Cube 1 of 2. During my road trip yesterday, they played the Bat Dance song by Prince. Forgot about that one from '89 movie. I love that song. Get that funk up. I love it. It's just such a great. And where, bump, 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 is the Batman? I agree, Eric. The art you got from David Finch is fire. Older collectors can sell or trade to rotate pieces, but the high price of entry is a big deterrent for new collectors. I would have not started collecting at today's prices. So I've been able to be successful by having a larger collection at a low price, and then was able to flip that up and up and up and up to bigger scale pieces and more expensive pieces. So yeah, it's a horrible time to get into the hobby. You still can though. There's still great price points. Sideshow still has some great price points. Iron Studios, Tweeterhead, PCS. There's a lot of really good entry price points still. Kotowakia, Diamond Select, Gentle Giant. But whenever you start getting into the larger scale stuff and some of those other companies, the price points are so high that I think it'd be real difficult, John. Elena, hello everyone. Shipping will end this hobby for shallow pocket collectors. Yes, I agree. I really feel like right now shipping is to the point where it is killing the hobby without question. I used to have a Batman and Robin alarm clock back in the day. It was their voices and sound of the car when it's time for the alarm to sound. That's really cool, Fred. €840 for the bonus Alfred here in the UK. Got pretty expensive now. It is expensive. I'm paying the price for Alfred because I want an Alfred. So that was just one of those things where I'm like, screw it. I have to get it. I don't know if anybody will ever do an Alfred. See you get great questions from us Europeans. Thanks having on this time of day. Great show. Thank you very much. That's why I wanted to do it now. So I can get some of my more international collectors to be able to be part of the show. I know it's frustrating sometimes, guys, when you can't participate because it's the middle of the night or because of shipping. When we do the auction shows and things like that, I understand. I wish we could make it better for everybody. And so that's why I wanted to do the show this afternoon. Over 1K shipping for Legendary Beast, Hulk, 1 torso. It's just nuts. Just nuts. Again, I think those pieces are going to be phenomenal. I cannot wait for that Batman. To play devil's advocate, statues have never been as detailed and painted as good as they are nowadays. I agree 100%, John. I use that to justify the expense in contrast to commissioned statues. If you look at stuff that I originally got, for the most part, statues have come a long way. Sculpt, paint, ingenuity. Some of these statues are incredibly dynamic and well thought out. And so, yes, I do agree that I think that the price should continue to go up, but not as much as it has. But I think we should absolutely pay for the quality that we're buying. A lot of votes for Superman there. I primarily collect Superman, just a couple of one-offs. Younger generation don't seem as interested in high-priced collectibles. Seems to me they are more interested in travel and other things. Paul, I think you're exactly right. My kids are not interested in stuff. They're interested in gaming. They're more interested in experiences. So if they get, like my kids play sports, they want all the sports stuff, the equipment. My son plays guitar. He wants all the guitar stuff, but they've never collected action figures or mini toys. I just don't feel like these generations really want stuff. They just want experiences. I want them both. I want stuff and experiences. And so it's just interesting. So I do think that our age, my age, maybe, 25 to 55 is probably right now the target audience, potentially of statue collectors. But I think that's going to continue to dwindle. Have you considered purchasing the new Batman Animated Adventures, Batman Adventures Omnibus that came out at the start of the month? I have. It is on my list. I have tried very hard to do a spending freeze, because every week I've got another expense for the Bat Bunker. They got to go out and buy mud or drywall or whatever it is that still needs to be done. There's another $100. There's another $300. There's another $1,200. And so I have tried my best to not buy anything, or not pre-order much. Just because of that, I worry about the amount of money I've spent on this project. And I knew going in it was going to be a lot. It's ended up being a lot more than I was expecting. So it has me freaking out to buy anything extra. I'm going to say early to mid fall. I'm hoping in the next month or so. Flash would be cool. I think the younger generation are also not exposed to the hobby much either. I only happened on collecting by accident when I was collecting hot toys and action figures. I think a lot of us stumble upon it, but I just do. I don't see the younger generation collecting stuff. There's always going to be the exception to the rule, but I just think it's a different time. I do. Plus, when I'm old and I've got all this junk in my room that my kids have to figure out what to do with, like that's a hassle for them too. So, I don't know. Sometimes not having stuff can be a benefit, To add to the argument, our generation had to use our imagination and acted it out with toys. Nowadays, with video games, all the imaginings are done for them. That's a very good point. I don't know. I loved using my imagination as a kid, and being as a person in education, I see that kids have trouble role playing or being imaginative. They have trouble with that. So I think you're spot on to what we're seeing happen in real life. I'm not sure the younger generation can even afford to get into this hobby when we're already struggling with it. I mean, that's true. It is becoming a rich person hobby. Um, at the very least, like middle of the road income type of collector. And it's, even the higher priced collectors are getting priced out. I still need to pay you for those commissions we spoke about. Maybe use that money to grab the Batman Adventures omnibus. Yeah, just send me an email, Daniel. I just remind me. I agree 110%. Yep. So I mean, again, it goes back to what John said right there. I don't think you could have said it any better myself, John. It's fantastic. So anyway, see if any other questions come in. I think I'm on a bit of a delay. The new generation is interested in instant gratification. Collecting really isn't that sort of hobby. You're right. I mean, the thing is there's a big giant waiting period. You can't go to the store and buy this. Well, you can go, but like if there's a piece that says, "Oh, this is up for pre-order today," you have to wait a year or two, and that's definitely not instant. And there's no patience. I mean, to give you an example, my son, my youngest, he'll be down here playing video games, right? He's also streaming something on his phone, and he also has the TV on across the room in the background. So he's streaming two other things, watching them while he's watching the game, which is also why it's very difficult to teach these days, because anything verbal is going to be boring. It's not going to be, you're not going to be able to compete with screens. And my son's watching 3 screens at a time. It's a different world. It's not easy balancing food, roof over our head, and collecting anything as long as there is balance in life. That is true. That is absolutely true. Balance is key. Sorry, I got a message there. Yep. Thank you, Daniel. I'll read it when I get off the air here. Thank you. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for being here. So yeah, it is really interesting. It's a really interesting topic. Jack says, love what Sideshow has been doing, incorporating shadows into their paint applications and also pushing the designs a la the new Captain Marvel. Do you think other studios may try some of these? I have talked to Prime One, and they've definitely been experiencing with some new paints, some metallic paints that they're very excited about. And so I'm excited too. I think the way the paints have come, the applications have been incredible. But I tip my hat to Sideshow. I love what they've been doing with the shadows and the reflections. It's very ballsy, but it works. A great example is of that, The Dark Knight Returns. It's back, that guy right there. No, I'm sorry, it was that Joker. That's the one I'm thinking of. The new Joker, the Daniel Bell. That thing is painted. I mean, it looks awful when you have it off the figure. But when you put it on the figure, it just magically transforms because the way they did the shadows, like it was purposeful. It was well thought out. And the paint applications have just been phenomenal. top notch. Mitchell says, I somewhat agree with John, but we did have gaming consoles in our day too. We just used to play with toys, watch cartoons, film, and play outside. Again, it's just a different world. A lot of families don't feel safe with their kids playing outside. So, again, just a very different world. Shipping is bananas right now. I had to ship out a 1/12 scale Carnage figure for the contest winner of the YouTube channel. They wanted 320. Wow. That's crazy. And again, that's why we don't ship overseas much, because it's not fair to anybody. It's not fair to charge people that. I notice most of my friends won't save to buy something. They can either have it now or they don't care. Get instant gratification again. Yeah. I don't even know if it's 10 seconds, to be honest. I don't even know if it's 10 seconds. What is middle of the road these days? I feel like wages haven't changed much in a decade while prices, yeah. I mean, it's bad. I don't want to get political here on the channel. I could go on for hours talking politics and all that stuff, but I'm not gonna because it's beating a dead horse, But yeah, I mean it's hard. It's hard to know anymore. I know everybody's struggling, everybody's hurting in different ways. And so again, that's where you have to start making choices. Is it worth it to still collect? Is it still worth it? Because all this stuff that we do, this is all frivolous. So this is all stuff we don't need. It's just stuff that we want. And so if it gets to the point where, this is stuff that there's other things that we need in our life, then all of this might have to go away, Do you think Prime 1 Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman edition size will affect the chance of them releasing a separate bust with her crazy hair? Oh my God. That would be awesome. That would be incredible. I don't know. I don't know how many of the Jokers they sold and they did the Joker bust, but man, I think that they would sell a ton of those. I really do. I think they would probably sell more busts than a statue. Hey, Chris, to be honest, lately, I enjoy getting some of the older pieces that I missed out on before. The aftermarket is great. Like I said earlier, Rob, this is the best time to buy older pieces. I don't remember who said earlier that they were newer to the hobby. Don't buy new, buy used. You can get great prices. I'm glad you said that, Rob, because that's a great point. Don't buy new. Yeah. Maybe in the future we will only have to own a 3D printer. We then only have to order the 3D render and paint it on our own. I think that would be a cool idea for statue companies to do. That way they can still make some money because they own the DC license or they own this, and then they allow you to print it. But not everybody has that paint talent. They wouldn't look as good as they do from a professional factory. Some will. Some people have tremendous talent, but others it won't look that great. I still remember the days when I bought my first Prime 1 piece, Sideshow Harley, and it was $800 all in. What a time to be alive. Yeah. When I first started, they were $300, $350. We do love this stuff. You're right. I see some people saying they don't even pre-order anymore because they just will buy it once it comes out, and people are selling it for less than retail. That is true. And also right now, the companies kind of shot themselves in the foot because they continue to offer these giant sales, Sideshow seconds and things like that. I think that they're trying to rethink that strategy, but it did not in any way encourage you to pre-order. It encourages you to wait till they're in stock. Sorry, guys, my throat's starting to go a bit. If you could look forward when you started the Bat Bunker, would you still build it? Probably yes. But it has made me question myself if I should have just stayed in here and should have just, sold some pieces and did that sort of thing. I know I'm going to love it when I get all that stuff in there, but it's been a big expense and it's been a hassle. So yes and no to that. Yeah. Lego's expensive. Everything's expensive. Yeah, you're right. That's very, very true. But anyway, well, I was going to do an hour today, and that's kind of what I did, I guess. It's been a little over an hour. And so I cannot thank you guys enough. Again, hopefully this was a good opportunity for some of you that don't normally get to join us. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and thank you so much for joining me today here on the show. Again, I apologize for my throat. It's starting to go now, so I need to wrap it up, rest up a little bit. But again, lots of reviews coming out for you guys this week. And again, Rogues Gallery on Wednesday will be our auction show. I know Susan and Matt Martin are joining us, so that's exciting. And we'll have a lot of really great stuff for you guys. And so definitely tune in. I do have to preface, I've got conferences this week. So it is going to start at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 East. So it's going to be a little later. It's an hour later than our normal show, 8 Eastern. Sorry, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Okay. So again, thanks everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you soon right in the back cave. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.